Okay, folks, as promised, I'm going to work some problems for you to help you with your proctored exam 2. Remember, you can reschedule your exam uh, by calling one of the centers on Wednesday. Remember, school is closed now, so call the centers on Wednesday and reschedule your exam. Okay, so it shouldn't impact anything. I'll just get it a little later than usual, but it will not impact your grade or your scores. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to work some problems here just to help you with your exam. Uh, so let's see. The first one I want to work is a problem. It's out of the. It's very close to what we have on the exam. The annual death rate in a certain county as a result of motor vehicle accident is 15.2 per 100,000. So what we are saying, the number of accident, the number of fatalities is 15.2 per 100,000. Okay. Now, if there were 40,375 fatalities for 1 year, what was the population of the county in that year? Okay. Remember, what do we have? We have 15% per 100,000 people. Now, we don't know what the population is, so we're going to say let P be the population. Okay, we're going to let P be the population. Okay, now what do we know? We know that for 100,000, the number of fatalities is 15.2. Okay, 15.2 per 100,000 people. Now, let's see what do we know about this here? Can we solve this using a ratio? Well, think about this. So we have the population now is 40,000. I'm sorry, the number of fatalities is 40,375. So we're trying to find out what is the population. Now, it's not too hard. So let's see how we're going to solve this. 100,000 people. Right? Fatalities 15.2. Okay? So let's look at one fatality. So what do? We do a 100,000 divide by 15.2. Okay? That's one fatality. Okay, so when we divide this out, now we are going to, when we divide this out, I'll do that in a second. So now we're going to have 40,375. So we just multiply this by 100,000 divide by 15.2 times 40,375. Okay, so a little bit of a multiplication here to get this done, but I think you can do the rest here. Remember, I didn't even use my P here, but you can do that if you want to use what we call a ratio of two values. So you're going to do, let's see, 15, right? 15.2 over 100,000 equal to P, because it's the same ratio, right, is equal to P. I'm sorry, P, it comes at the bottom, P, right, 40,375. And you solve for P. Okay? You can do it like that or the way I just did it. Okay? So you should be able to do that. I'm not going to keep working it out just in case this shows up on the exam and you'll know the answer without working it out. So I'm going to let you work it out. Okay? Now the other one I wanted to work for you today is simplify. We want to simplify this. So we have m squared minus n squared over 12m minus 12n multiplied by 24m plus 12n divided by 2m squared plus 3mn plus n squared. Okay? So the first thing we need to do here is to simplify, to factor. Okay? First we factor and then we simplify. So the top is the difference of two squares. So we can factor this as m minus n times m plus n. Okay, divide by, here we can factor out a 12 here, 12m minus n. Okay, immediately we see we can cancel these two, but we'll do it in a second. Here we can factor out a 12, okay, 2m plus n. Okay, divide by. Now here we need to factor this out. Okay, so we have, I'll let you think about this for a second. I'm going to 2m. Okay, m. Usually it's a trial and error, but we can do this very quickly because it's a simple form, plus n. Okay, plus n. Let's double check here. 2m times m is 2m squared. 2m times n, 2mn plus mn is 3mn. N times n is n squared. Okay? Sorry, I'm focused on writing and I didn't realize you couldn't see the top. But now we are in good shape. We cancel these two. The 12 goes into this. Okay? This goes into this. This goes into this. So we're left with just one. Okay? That came out very well for us, right? So the answer is just one. Okay? I shouldn't have given you the answer for this, but I did already. So we can't go back and fix that. Okay? Let's look at another one. Okay? Trying to find another one that I may be able to help you out with. Okay? Okay, here's another one that you may be able to do, but I will try to help you out here. X plus 4, x plus 2 is equal to x times x minus 3. That's a hard one because it looks easy, but it's not that easy. It's hard because it is a little bit misleading. You can't do anything the way it is. You have to simplify before you can do anything. So simplify means x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. Is equal to x times x is x squared. This one times this one is minus 3x. Okay, we continue. We have x squared plus 6x. 2x plus 4x is 6x plus 8 is equal to x squared minus 3x. This cancel with this. Okay, so now we have 6x plus 8 is equal to negative 3x. Okay, so add 3x to both sides. Add 3x. So you have you have 9x plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, minus 8 on both sides. You have 9x is equal to minus 8. I'll let you finish and find the value of x. Okay? Okay, we'll continue, right? We'll continue here. We have another one. Let's see, I may have time to do another one. I'll just explain it. I won't do this. So we have 2x to the cube plus 10x squared minus 3x. 32x minus 160. Now you need to factor this completely. Of course, if you have something like this, the first thing you want to think about is grouping. Right? We're going to try to group this. And again, you may group it and not be able to factor anything. Right? So if you cannot factor anything, then it means that it is prime. If you can factor something, then you will write out the factors. Okay? So group these two and group these two. Remember, negative, you make this a positive. So what can we factor out? A 2x squared. We're left with an x plus 5. Right? Let's double check. This times this is 2x cubed. This one times this one, 10x squared. Minus, we can factor out a 16 out of this. 16. Right? 2x plus 10. Okay. Now, notice that we can factor out a 32, another 2. Look, I should have factored out a 32, but that's okay. So we have 2x squared, x plus 5, minus 32, factor out a 2 again, 32x plus 5. Now here we go. Now we can factor out this thing. So you have 2x squared minus 32, okay, x plus 5. Now you can factor out some more here. If you factor out a 2, you have 2x squared minus 16, x plus 5. Now this can be factored out again. 2 times x plus 4, x minus 4 times x plus 5. Okay? Okay, I'm running out a little bit out of time with the image. Remember, Facebook has, not Facebook, but YouTube has a limit. So I have recorded for about 15 minutes here, so I better stop it, otherwise it will give me an error when I load